we are sitting with the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Nomsa Mlambo, who has written an incredible book, which I finished. Guys, this is my first. I said to her, this is the first book I finished this year. It's a beautiful read. It's called A Dancing Night, and it's a children book. Good morning, Nomsa.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Now, look, I very lovely read, quick read, and very illustrated, well illustrated and captivating for the children. Tell me, why this book? Why A Dancing Night?
So it started out as part of a writers group that I'm in, and there was a writing prompt, and we often do those writing prompts, and there was a writing prompt that said, write a bedtime story for your favorite niece. And at the time, my favorite niece, sorry, I have one.
Do you have, how many nieces do you have?
I have a lot, but maybe I would say primary, I have two.
Okay.
But at that time, that was about 4 years ago, at that time I had one, and she's based in America.
Right.
So I wanted to write her a book that linked her back to Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was born in America.
Born
and
in
they
America
live there.
and lives there right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we say hi to you. Her name is Nala.
Yes, Nala.
Hi, Nala. So I was reading the book, and it starts, the night was bright with light. Little Runako lay asleep at night.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing that every last word is rhyming. It's like a poem. I know in junior school we were told, yeah, no, make the last words rhyme. Is it a poem? Is it a story? What is this way of writing called?
So I would call it like a rhyming couplet. I probably stole it from poetry. So I'm a literature student at heart. And so I knew that I wanted it to rhyme because a lot of the children's books that I've read growing up and that have influenced me were rhyming.
Yes.
And so I decided that, okay, I want this to rhyme. And I love music, and I love the way music rhymes, and it makes it easier to catch.
Yeah.
So
and
I
to
wanted
remember.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I wanted something that was easy for children to read as well.
Oh, wow. So there's words that caught me. Was on page 4, the ring-a-ting, that's number 1. And then it was on page 11, I think it was. It says, the sound of Hambira went ping-a-ling-ting.
Yes.
So now, ordinarily, we know who says those words. How did you come up with such funny words?
So I wanted to use onomatopoeia, which is words that imitate sound.
Okay.
And so I knew that because this is a bedtime story, it's supposed to be read by adults to the children. I wanted them to have a bit of fun with it, and I wanted it to mirror music as well. So I thought, okay, what does Mbira sound like? I said, ping, ting. We're using ping-a-ting.
Ping-a-ling-ting, guys. That's very good. And another thing that I also caught when I was reading this book, it's so amazing. Now, I probably have a better perspective as to why you did it, because you've just explained that it was dedicated to your niece who's in America. So at the back of the page, there's some Shona words in here. And, I mean, Runako, of course, is the name. And when I say Chirara Mwanangu, you know, I was like, you know, and I read it, I was like, but what if this book is an international one? But it's so amazing how you've now, you have a glossary at the end of the book.
Right,
so
right.
Tell us about this.
So I wanted to make sure, I knew I was writing for my niece who's growing up in America, so Shona is not her first language. Okay. So even if she is reading that for herself or her mom is reading that to her, she is probably going to ask, what does that mean? How do you pronounce it? Yeah. So I wanted to make sure that anything that's not English is explained in there, but also removes the shame around not knowing Shona.
Yes.
You know, and removes that and just makes it easier for her to just know that, okay, this means it's time for bed. Runako is a Shona name. Yeah. It means beauty. And I wanted to make sure that people who aren't Shona speaking know that this book is for them as well. And
it's so beautiful because this page, I was just like, oh wow, it's got the 4 things. It says Runako, there's Mbira, there's Mbuya, Chirara Mwanangu, and Mama. That's incredible. Well done for that. So how many books have you written?
So this is my second book that's published. The first story is actually on YouTube. It was translated into Shona, Swahili, and Ndebele.
Oh, nice.
And then this is the second book that's in English.
That is incredible. Yeah. And this book is also quite exciting because it comes with a song.
It does.
There's a QR code at the back of the book, guys. So the song is there. But I'm going to make you sing the song for us.
Oh, wow.
Just a part of the song, if you can.
Okay.
And then she went like, la, 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 la. Let's go.
Okay, so the chorus goes, come and see Come and dance with Grandma and me. Even the leaves evergreen won't stay on the tree. Come and see. Come and see.
That is so cool. And it's like, I can see the little kids kind of dancing along to that.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely incredible. Now, this song, it's just a song. Does it have visuals to it?
So it has its own album cover. Okay. So kind of just on
shows
its own.
Yeah,
just shows like Runako by herself. So it's its own kind of design. But hopefully it'll get a music video at some point soon.
Yes,
I'm a creative at heart,
exactly.
so somewhere, somehow, I'll make it work.
You will make it work. Now, are you planning on writing more books? And is it just children's books that you write?
Absolutely. So I do want to write more books. I hope I get a third one in before the end of the year. Okay. I am focused primarily on children's books. I say children are my home. I love children. Wow. I love writing for them. I love engaging with them, interacting with them. So for now, it's just the kids.
It's just the kids.
Yeah.
Child at heart.
Child at heart, 100%.
And it's very good because, look, that is the next generation. And a lot of the stuff that you write or you will write has to influence them. Have you ever thought about that aspect of when you write?
I have. I knew that every story that I write, the first story that that's on YouTube was about explaining a simple topic, explaining a difficult topic in a simple way.
Okay.
So everything that I do, I want to explain difficult things simply to children.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Now, where do we find this book? Just quickly, because we're about to run out of time.
So it's available online, Amazon, eBay, Barnes & Noble. If you're in Zimbabwe, it's available at Books Fantastics as well.
How much is it?
And it is $9.99 online and $13.99 if you are getting a physical copy.
Okay, and what's your social media handle?
At his_story_time.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Konapo. Ipapo pa ZTN Prime. DSTV channel 294. The place to be.